Okay, so well done for grabbing your copy of Get Linked. This is a handy cheat sheet that spells out the exact daily processes which we use on LinkedIn. Your copy should land in your inbox in the next few minutes. But be sure to watch this video right now so I can help you use this strategy to quickly start generating leads from your LinkedIn account without spending a penny on advertising or spending hours in front of the computer wondering what the hell you're doing. Now, we've probably not met before, so let me introduce myself. My name is Jonathan Clark. I've been on LinkedIn since it launched back in 2002. I've been a business coach, a marketing consultant, and a speaker for the last 20 years. And I help my fellow coaches, consultants, and speakers to get anywhere from 3 to 5 new clients per week so they can finally earn what they need to earn without spending a penny on risky advertising. And just so that you know you're in exactly the right place, I just want to highlight that these are the exact specific steps that I use every day in my business, and it's what I teach all of my private clients to do if they're serious about filling their books. Basically, this is what is working right now in the real world. So to be totally honest with you, 2020 was my best year in a decade because the world went online and I was already here and ready to take advantage of the situation. In February, I was telling people to please start an online wing of their business, or at least up their game online, because I could see what was coming. LinkedIn alone has gone up by 722 million members. Do you think you might find some clients in that lot? See, most professionals that I speak to, they're so busy that they don't have the time to spend learning how to use LinkedIn from scratch. So they just post something occasionally, or they connect with anyone who have them. Plus, there are so many armchair gurus selling you courses on how to use LinkedIn, making most of their money selling courses, not actually using LinkedIn, by the way, which means there are loads of conflicting tactics and different forms of advice and so-called inside secrets, and quite frankly, a lot of it is outdated. So that leaves most business owners totally confused and hesitant because they don't really know what to do. And in a world where the pandemic has forced everybody online, there's even more opportunity than ever. But there's also more frustration. If only somebody would spell it out in baby steps. So guess what? Nobody else has, so I'm going to. The good news is, if you've struggled with any of these issues, I'm going to walk you through the 6 proven and easy to implement steps that you should start doing today to get your LinkedIn account making you money and bringing you clients. Good idea? So just imagine getting an email every week from LinkedIn with the contact details of leads that fit your ideal client and without costing you a penny. Does that sound of any use to you at all? So let me prove it to you. The 6 steps in your cheat sheet, okay, they start with the first one. L, looking for prospects, accepting new connection requests only if they are in your target market. Don't just connect with every Tom, Dick and Harry that messages you. Imagine instead that your LinkedIn account is a pool of prospects that you're adding to every day. So your ideal clients see your profile, your ideal clients see your posts. Now you can also look at the connections of your connections, your second level, because people tend to know people of the same caliber. Now the easiest thing to do here is to do a search on LinkedIn in the search box top left hand corner and type in architects or surgeons or whoever your ideal target market is. So let's do an example right now. Let me just share my screen with you and jump into LinkedIn. Here we go. Okay, so the search box is up here in the top left hand corner. Let's say I wanted to speak to architects. Okay, I type in architects. And I'm going to gasp when I see that there are 2.8 million architects on LinkedIn. Okay, now that's in the whole of the LinkedIn universe. Let's narrow that down. If I go to the locations tab, and let's just say the UK, because that's where I live, that's going to bring it down to 147,000 architects. So imagine you're a building contractor and you want to talk to architects.
That's a lot of architects. Let's make sure we're on our second connections. So these are not people I know directly. These are people that people I know. And let's apply this. We now have 11,000 architects who all know somebody that knows me. Alrighty? 11,000. So for anyone who says, oh, I've tried everything to find my target market, have you tried LinkedIn? Okay, so there's 11,000 architects in the UK alone, and they're on my second level, which means they know someone who knows me. Do you think it might be easy to get an introduction if you share some connections? Now, the second step is to invite 10 of those connections to join with you. So all you need to do is go down here and hit the connect button, and you can add a personalized note. I usually add a personalized message, which I've already got any swipe file, so I can cut and paste it and type it straight in there. It might say something like, good to connect. How are you doing during these unusual times? Simple as that. And then just hit send. Do 10 of them a day. You're building up a bank of prospects for free.
Now, the next step is to nurture the relationship. Have a non-salesy conversation and build trust and rapport the way you would in person. You be normal, you be approachable, but you stay professional. So imagine you met this person at a coffee table at a networking event. What would you say? You wouldn't whip out a PowerPoint presentation, would you? I hope not. Here's an example of something I used which usually breaks the ice and starts the conversation. If we jump into my messaging box here,
we look at our recent conversation. Let's down here. So here's Bill. Bill has approached me and said he wants a connection request, and I've simply responded, hey, Bill, I'd love to connect. And I might say something like, hi there, Happy New Year, because it's just turned January 1st where I am typing this video right now. Hope you're safe and well and ready to rock 2021. Send. Okay, easy peasy.
Next step is to ask the key questions to find the need. So you're going to go back and forth and create a bit of know, like, and trust, and start asking the questions that you would normally ask to see if there's a need for your product or service. So under key questions, what I'm asking is, what kinds of things do you ask a prospect to see if they truly are a prospect, right? So I might say, you've got a fair number of contacts. Do you use LinkedIn much, right? Fairly safe question, but it tells me if they need my help or not. Another question I ask is, who's a good prospect for you? How would I spot a good referral for you? That tells me whether they know their target market or not. Now, the E in the link process is to explain how you can help. If you uncover a need and your connection wants the help, take it offline. The minute you start getting into advice or steps or recommendations, I would get them off LinkedIn and invite them onto a call. Notice I'm only doing that after a conversation and only if they sound like a good prospect. So I'd say something like, I think I can help you. How would you feel about having a proper chat on the phone or on Zoom? Now, the final part of the linked formula, the D, is to diary the appointment. Schedule that meeting or that call and invite them to become a client. Listen, you can buy books on 101 sales closes, but the one I like to use all the time is, would you like some help with that? Okay, so that will help solve the problem of knowing what to do. If you're willing to spend 30 minutes a day, Monday to Friday on LinkedIn, just repeating those 6 steps of the linked formula, you will get more profile views, more connection requests with the right people, good quality conversations, you'll book calls, and new clients will pop out the other end. Seriously, you can earn a full-time living if you just work LinkedIn every working day. No travelling expenses, no Starbucks loyalty cards, no car parking fees, you'll save a fortune in petrol. Just focused activity, prospecting every day at your keyboard, 5 days a week, half an hour a day. Or you could outsource this whole thing to a virtual assistant or a good social media manager if you don't want to do it yourself. Just show them this video, this is your training video, and they can do it for you.
This is only one step in the journey to turning LinkedIn into a lead generating machine that will do all of your marketing and lead generation for you. to be fair, you do need to think about if your LinkedIn profile looks good and does it say the right things, or is it just an outdated CV? Will it appeal to your target audience, right? Now that assumes you already know who your target audience is. Have you identified your ideal client profile? Then we'll look at the daily processes we've just outlined. Posts that get you noticed. What posts are going to get read? How often should you be posting? How do you use articles and groups where you find thousands of your prospects in one place and send them to your website? What do you say as you nurture and follow up in those messages to uncover needs and build connections? It's not just about sales, it's about building a high value network. There's a lot to think about, which is why I've broken it down into a 9-step roadmap. What you're looking at here is the proven LinkedLeads framework that we use to help our clients get qualified leads coming through the door on a weekly basis. This is the bigger picture where we give you a clear step-by-step game plan to follow, all the encouragement and support you need to make it work. All you do is you bring the hunger or the desire to make the kind of money that you want to make.
So if you're serious about getting the clients and bringing the money in, we're serious about showing you how. If you want to get crystal clear on the one thing you should be doing right now to get a steady flow of qualified prospects who are actually keen to talk to you and have a need that you can solve, the next step I'd suggest is that you book a strategy call with me on the phone. Would you like some help with that? See, I'm now inviting you to a call because you've been good enough to watch the video to this point. So if you, like me, are a coach or consultant or speaker and you need the clients and the financial security of that money coming in every month, so you'll sleep better at night, your partner will be happier, there will be less stress in a world that's going to hell in a handcart, then we can help you. For most businesses right now, thanks to the pandemic, sales are down. There's just too much financial uncertainty and the world has gone online. LinkedIn use has gone up 300% since the pandemic hit. All the business customers that you'll ever need and all the consumer B2C customers are on there right now and they're open to connecting. Let me show you how to master LinkedIn so you can stop worrying about the future. Book a call with me as soon as you can. Take care.